Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. You are in my tarot playlist where we are going to take a look at the full moon for the complete zodiac for this October Hunter's Moon. It got the Hunter's Moon name because it signaled time to go hunting in preparation for the cold winter ahead, and also all the animals out there began fattening up in preparation for that cold winter. So there you have it. Now, also, I'd like to share with you that I am displaying this beautiful hematite stone, and hematite is a beautiful stone that exudes energy to help with grounding. So think about this as we're entering this season. Lots of air helping us come back down a little bit to earth. Very interesting how this energy is showing up to also create that yin and the yang, that balance. Additionally, hematite also helps with the root chakra as well as protection and absorbs negative energy. So it repels it from you and absorbs it. So definitely it's a stone that I would recommend to have in your collection and to clean often. So it's going to do a lot of beautiful work here in our session today. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Also wanted to share with you that the moon is traveling through the constellation of Aries, and here you go, traveling through a fire sign. And what it's when you in the spectrum of the wheel for the zodiac wheel, the signs tend to be opposite each other. So what this energy is creating, while you have Libra that's seeking balance, Aries is an independent energy, and you may kind of won't get this sensation during this full moon season and as you're entering through the next cycle, a sense of independence. So don't be surprised if you find yourself seeking some alone time, some contemplation time, doing activities on your own. And it's a way, in its weird sense, a way to help you also energize yourself. So with this moon transitioning through Aries, as we know that the Aries sign is ruled by Mars, which tends to bring a little bit feistiness into the game, a little confrontation and argument. You might feel that in these next 3 days or so, there may be a little tension trying to resolve things kind of in that very aggressive way. But, at the same time, be aware that this energy is floating around, and don't get yourself too frustrated around people who, you might feel are trying to pick a fight. Just let it go, let it be, and soon, within a few days, everything will be back to normal again. So we'll go ahead and set up the players. Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, right, let's go with Libra. Okay. As we start with this, Libra, I wanted to tell you that this is a good message. Expect some really good news regarding to anything that has to do with money, opportunity, or material gains, a purchase, a news. You will be getting some really, really good news that is showing up for you in this season for your full moon. And also moving forward, there are some things that you really are excited and eager to just get accomplished. It could be that we are entering the last quarter of the year and you're finally getting some impulse to finish some of your projects, and you're very determined to achieve these things, and you're willing to stick through it till whatever it is that you're trying to reach is accomplished. And no matter what's happening, you have set your mind that this is going to get done, and you're taking on charge about the situation and are okay right now. It's like, you're willing to put in the work for the future gains, and you're okay with that. You're okay with investing time into this project, investing your resources, because you believe that the outcome is will have a greater reward for you. So good news is on the way. Additionally, you're putting in the time to conclude some projects and goals that you want to reach. So let's see how this will go with the next card. Okay. Fluctuating income, indecision, new strategy, seasonal work, job change, making choices. So as this is coming together with this, we could see here that energy moving through a new strategy as you're moving forward when it comes to money. And it feels like there are things had been stagnant for quite some time, Libra. And for you, it is important to have equilibrium and balance in all aspects of your life, in love, in work, in health, and in your mind. So while it looks like as you're moving through some of these goals, it's talking about fluctuating income. So as you're trying to make some decisions with this news that you're going to be getting. So what it could mean here also, as we combine these messages together as they're showing up, it could also mean that there's these opportunities in place that are going to put you in a place of, do you move forward with these opportunities? Is there going to be some indecision about that? And it could mean that as we're getting into the winter season, there's going to be some seasonal work that you can, take on for that extra income. And so this is why there might be that fluctuating of income coming through. But definitely you are willing to work extra because you have some goals you'd like to reach. In love and romance, let's see what we have here. Playfulness. So there's a little bit of that energy coming in to play with you with that Aries energy, and you're okay with that. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So when it comes to your love relationship, this person is coming back in. This energy is in there to share, to love, to play, to enjoy this beautiful, what can I say, what is coming in with the season, and celebrate the relationships, and have a little laughter, have some fun together. Love is the greatest healer. And closing it out here, the infinite potential. And for you, as you work through all these things that are showing up with these opportunities, with love, as we could see that, we see that everything is only limited by what you say. The minute that you decided to get that ball rolling, things started moving for you. Things began to happen. And it is connecting with that higher source, the source within you that sees all the possibilities, sees all the fruits and the abundance. It is important that you stay connected with that infinite potential within yourself, that part that does not see boundaries, that does not see limitations. And as you continue to access and collaborate with this universal mind, with this God force within you, you will begin to harvest a lot of good things, and opportunities will continue to show up, not only in love, but also in abundance, in finance, in wealth. Okay, Scorpio. Okay, loving it. We got this October. This season is awesome, and moon in Aries is activating a lot of things now here in October. So for you, Scorpio, this is what we have, my Scorpio. This beautiful message of opportunity is beginning to show up. There's going to be some resources, some money. The help that you needed is on its way. This opportunity is showing up. This assistance, this abundance, this money flowing into your life, something is going to show up that was not there before, and welcome this because it is much needed at this moment for you. And this also could mean that there will be a new venture, possibly maybe a new career that's about to get started here that will again help you, materialize some of the things that you want. Additionally, because this is in that earthy sign, could also mean physically you're ready to, start a program to take better care of yourself. And as you do that, you begin to also enjoy many of the new things. So as this being that Ace card, it is referring to those new beginnings, new things that are going to bring abundance and opportunity for you. So we could almost visualize this as a seed is being planted, something that you are really desiring in your life that is going to bring you fulfillment, that's going to bring you stability, that's going to bring you into harmony. This seed is going to be nurtured, and this seed could represent an idea that with the proper nourishment, meaning you investing time or money in this idea, it will yield you fruits of its kind. So it is really important that as you focus on this idea that has come to you and you invest the time and the energy to make it happen, then that reward is going to be there because you are giving it the attention it needs so that this can now take fruit and grow and really get anchored into something stable and secure for your family and for you. So get ready. Prosperity is on its way. Okay, so this one is upside down. So let's talk about why is it upside down. Giving and receiving, sudden windfall, generosity, careers, financial support, work, surprise, and vacation. Okay, so see, I could see now how these two will work together because this is not going to be something instant. You've got to work this opportunity, this idea that's coming in, this seed, this whole project that is coming into place for you, Scorpio, is not something that's happening like tomorrow. This is something that will take some time to manifest, and it will yield for you the support and the finances that you need. And you're going to be really excited about this in the future. So as you give time and nourish your passions, then you will be in time also rewarded. So let's take a look at love and relationship. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So it's a lot of things you're working on when we think about this, putting your time into the things that you are passionate about. And also it aligns with the law of attraction, that as you connect with the feeling of what that outcome is, of having these things, of having, a feeling fulfilled in a relationship, in a partnership, and also once you connect with that, you will be drawn to it more. And if it's in your life right now, it will just amplify even more. Receptivity. I like that. So this beautiful card here is to be open. You just kind of, Scorpio, sometimes you are a little bit stubborn. So be open to these ideas that are coming. Remember to trust your intuition, to trust that there is a divine plan that is at play. And all you have to do is be receptive to the ideas, to what's coming for you. People do want to give into you and work with you and support you. You just have to be open and receptive. You need to open yourself, because if you're closed up, people are not going to feel attracted to you. They're going to feel that, hey, you're okay. So you kind of have to open up a little bit so you can activate this receptivity so that you can receive the abundance that is there waiting for you. Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, why do we have the Hermit upside down? There's a message coming through here that possibly your search is done. Your time alone is finished. It seems like you have been in isolation for so long, and it's like you have been in a hiatus, and now it's done. You are ready to step out. The search is done. The meditation, the isolation, the recovering of whatever it is that you needed to, go into seclusion for, it's over. It's now time for you to step up and step out. And it is safe to do that. And it is important that you do listen to your intuition, because this moon is going to activate this for you. It's going to help you move there. With the moon now entering the constellation of Aries, it is going to give you extra fire. So here you are, a fire sign, with this other energy that's coming in from Aries, another little boost. It's going to push you forward to do more, even though, of course, we know that Aries is more of that independent type of personality, and it doesn't take you much to be just that jet setter as well. But it is time definitely to step out of this confinement, this isolation phase, this seeking deeper meaning and deeper truths, because you have done the seeking that you needed. You have the answers now. Now it is okay to step out and show yourself and be that bright light that you are. It's interesting because then also this card is upside down. So we have two cards upside down. Gears. What does this mean? So money flow, hard work, putting plans in motion, career building, team, taking time off, and security. Okay, no more taking time off. And guess what? You don't need to work hard anymore. This is about really you being willing to allow things to flow through. It's about stepping up and saying, life, I am here. And as you do that, you accept what is in front of you, and you start with that. That's what you need to do. No more pushing, no more struggling. The gears are already in motion. You just need to step out, because you have gone through an incredible journey to reach here. Number nine. This number 9 is about from 0 to 9. It is almost the end of a cycle, almost the end of a lesson learned. And now it is your ability to step in and just declare your inheritance. You have done the work, and now it's time to reap the rewards. Okay, and what about love? Passion. Yes, in love. Just let go and be. And that's what it is. You are ready to fire it up again. And I like that. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. And you know what this is, Sagittarius? That you have built up. This phase that you have gone through has now created so much energy that you're exuding this from every part of your pore. So I wouldn't be surprised if people are just drawn to you, to be around you, and they're just, the sense of mystery is all around you. So enjoy it and go with it, because look at this. So now we have 3 big cards are upside down. This one was a door to the infinite. So as you get through that and are willing to accept that you have done your course, you've gone through the gauntlet, you've been through a tough lesson, and here we are at the finish line, and you just can't believe that it is finished, Sagittarius. You just can't believe that it has happened and that you deserve all the goodness that is there for you to just reap, because that door to the infinite is ready to open. You just have to step forward and just say, I accept. I accept. Okay? And Capricorn. Well, when we see this, we're thinking, okay, there's going to be a breakup, there's going to be a quarrel, but there is really a lot more going on here. It is not just about that special person in your life. This is a lot more within you. This is a big lesson for you that you need to learn, Capricorn, and it is showing up in your life now so that you can deal with this lesson now. And maybe you've had some conflicts with some peoples, and this is kind of creating a disharmony for yourself in your daily life. And it might be putting you into some additional pressure in your relationships and how to deal with others as you're trying to process what this means to you. Because these inner conflicts and outer conflicts are things that just a part of daily life. If you kind of see it that way, it's like, okay, you know, how am I going to play this game out today? Instead of going in there and really being hard on yourself about why things didn't work out, it's really about, okay, how do I make this work out? Not about why it didn't work out. It's what do I do now to move forward? Because that's what you need to think about, your personal values, your belief system, and how do you align them into what you want in life now. So as you begin to do that, you will begin to restore the yin and the yang within you. You will connect with your higher values. You will be able to go back onto that purpose and reach your goals. So really right now, there are some areas that you're out of balance, but it is not something for you to fret, Capricorn. It is about something to look at and how to deal with it now, okay? So let go of the past and just make sure that moving forward, you are in it to win it and feeling, owning it for yourself. Not about beating yourself up. This is about letting go of the past and standing firm in harmony and balance. If you feel that you are not in harmony, if you feel that you are not happy, then that means that you're not ready to move forward. It means that you need to continue assessing the situation and looking at how to make peace with that. Spiral out of control if when you're not in harmony, right? So let's take a look. Out of control, climbing the ladder, upward trend, revisiting a job, promotion, and connections. So none of that, because it's upside down, is happening. And I could see then why you are somewhat out of harmony, my Capricorn, because you feel that you are not in control. You feel that, you know, apparently there could be some issues with work in the next few days, leading to the next month or so. And so it's tearing you apart a little bit. It's got you uncomfortable. You would like a promotion, maybe a raise. And there are some outer conflicts mentioned about here earlier that are affecting your ability to get those promotions, to get what you want. So, but you need to make peace first with yourself. And as you do that, you're going to find out that the spiral will be right side up and things will begin to work. Okay. In love, new beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dream passionately. So I like that. But you could see that there, you need to come into balance. Something greater, something higher is showing up in your life, and you need to bring yourself into balance so that you can connect with this love of life, with this new beginning, with this new adventure, with this new relationship. And look at that. You have angels and doves. Look at that. So as we come back to this angel here, giving you comfort, this angel here with their hands trying to light the way for you. This angel here, it's connect with your faith. Know that in the past you've been through worse, and that whatever you are going through, Capricorn, you are loved and you will be seen through this. Open up to that guidance. Open up to this divine guidance and know that you are ready for that new beginning. Okay? All right, now we have Aquarius. So as we see the Wheel of Fortune, we have no idea where that wheel is going to end. And there's so many variables here. So whatever it is that you're doing, do it to the best of your ability. Enjoy what you're doing. Whatever shows up for you in your life, just accept it and move through that at the same time. Understanding that there are going to be some things out of your control. What you can't control is what is going to be the next thing showing up. But what you can control is how you respond to the situation. You may find yourself, at the top of something or maybe at the bottom of something. But either way, as the wheel turns, you'll have another chance to spin it again. Stability upside down. Okay, what does that mean? It says here, draw strength from lasting support and security. So as it relates to this full moon and what's going on in your life, it looks like there are some things that are not as stable as you want, and you're looking for these opportunities to create that stability. And again, like I mentioned, it's really about living in the moment, living present with the idea that you are creating your future today. So the question is, what are you contributing to nourishing that future while staying present? So in love and relationship, forgiveness, stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So what did I just finish saying? That those thoughts that you are focusing on and that future you want is happening now. So as you stay focused in this, and I love how this mentions forgiveness. Forgiveness allows you to move on. But while you're holding a grudge, while you're still with a heavy heart about a situation, it's hard. It's keeping you down like an anchor. And finally, this one is upside down, so it's initiation. So these things here, you won't be able to move to the next phase, Aquarius, until you forgive and let go, until you are willing to move onward, spin that wheel, which means when you spin the wheel means is that you show up for life. You show up no matter where it's going to land, and you take it and you turn those lemons to lemonade. You look for the positive in every situation. And as you do that, you begin to create stability, because it's not something that's handed down to you. It is something that you are making happen from within you. It's like when somebody gives you something, you don't appreciate it as much as something that you've done for yourself, because you know how hard you worked for it. There you go. There's that principle there. Pisces. Oh, Pisces. How excited I am to see this card for you as you are letting go of some really old baggage. Things that just were not part of the new you that you have become. And that is wonderful. This could be so many things that you have let go of. When we see the death card, a lot of people see that as, oh, there's going to be a death. No, this is a death of an old way of thinking, an old way of living, an old way of being. And so you have awakened, reborn to something new. And with that, there's mercy, and there's also beauty, and there's hope that you're going to get through this, because there's still some trials and tribulations to go through, as you could see when we see this image here of what it appears to be a pope, which is the faith within you as you reconnect. You still are going to be put through some tests, as you could see that terrain still looks a little dark. But now you have a new vantage point. You have risen above whatever situation that is, and you've been granted some grace to move forward. And you're going to use this as a new beginning for yourself. Frame. Okay. Steady income, organizing, accomplishments, art and design, home-oriented, self-employed. So in the area of career, money, and advancements, we see that Now, with this new beginning, you have a frame. I feel like I'm seeing a frame here. You have some stability, some sense of where you're going and what you want to do. And as you are organized, this is going to provide steady income for you, my Pisces. And so you build up on these accomplishments. They make you feel good. But when you focus on the good and let go of the things that were not contributing to that stability and that were not contributing to you in a way that you feel complete and whole. But now you've got things in a better perspective. And where does that take us in romance? Cupid's arrow strikes. Well, Pisces, what's the deal? What secret are you keeping stashed? So you've got something happening, something going on. It looks like this thing has been happening kind of slowly, and it just happened. It's like, whoa, I just didn't know. It just happened. And so it's interesting. I love when Cupid strikes like that because it puts you in such a crazy whirlwind, and it's so exciting. And so this is, I'm getting a message. We've got some goosebumps here for my Pisces is out there. Next 3 months, it's going to be really good when it comes to relationships. It's interesting that this is showing up as the inner child. So, and in this with relationship is that just gotta trust that. Just gotta let go. Be happy as a little child. Be happy. No judgments. Kids don't worry what color you are, what size you are, what you're wearing. Kids just want to have fun. They want to share. They want to partake. There is no judgment. Approach the next phase of your life, Pisces, as a child. Connect with the inner child within you and allow that little child to come out and play every now and then. Enjoy that journey in that adult body as you begin to express and manifest some of the things that make you happy. You haven't done that. You've been keeping that hidden, and it's going to harm you. It is time to allow your inner child to come out and express it because it's important. You are loved. All right, Aries. Aries, well, how do you like that? With the full moon in Aries, you are loving it. It's funny because we got Libra, the balance, and we're in the month of October entering that. And, you know, in opposite on the zodiac wheel, we have Libra. So it's asking you, hey, you know what? Don't go around there just, you know, being, you know, this independent, I got all my emotions in check here and I don't need you. BS, Aries. You know, it's time to also have those one-on-one experiences. It's also time to kind of balance things out in your life. And this full moon in that hunter's moon that's making you go out there and do stuff, don't do it on your own. It needs to be pursued in a sense of balance and harmony. There are a lot of things that you want to accomplish, but it won't happen unless there is harmony and balance in your life, which eventually will yield to happiness. So why are the nuggets upside down? Makes sense to me after what I'm seeing here. Small increase, valuable info, honest assessment, career, fresh start, steady work, career building. So there's a lot of things that, you know, need to happen. And this, you're ready to make it happen because you know what? One thing I've learned, you let go, let God, and don't take up the fight. Yours is to be the witness, to move through, to receive the inheritance that God has for you. The minute that you go in trying to seek justice, that's when you start to fail because justice will be delivered. And as you do that, then you will receive your compensation. But right now you're trying to take matters in your own hands, Aries, and it's not working. So what I would recommend is allow the flow to happen. Let go of whatever you are holding and it will come back to you. Let's see how love shows up. Manifesting miracles. What did I just finish saying? As you could see, the tree is full of great things. and its main stem has so much symbols going on, yin and yang. You got the cross, a heart, a star, the symbol of infinity. So, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So, as you allow things to take and trust that there is divine justice happening, that you don't have to, struggle through. You don't have to. You just need to receive the abundance that's going to flow your way. So right now you've been struggling too much, with your finances and trying to control things and manage things. It just hasn't been happening. You are ready for a transformation, Aries. You are ready for this new phase of your life. And as you do that, it's because you see, when these things have been cleared up and justice has been served, you begin to feel whole. You are willing to shed that old skin and to step forward in this new space that you have. Because as we could see, you must believe in those miracles because your dreams will become a reality. You just need to trust your heart and follow that inner guidance. Don't sit there trying to control everything. That's not going to work. That's not the way. All right, next one up is going to be Taurus. Okay, Taurus. It looks like something happened. So the charge that you had stopped. The drive that you had stopped. But I'm also seeing here that there was a deal that was in the works and that somehow stopped. Just like Stone Cold stopped and you don't know why. You have no idea why this transaction couldn't come to fruition. And when we see the swords here, the Knight of Swords upside down, it's almost disturbing in my opinion because it feels like you have no direction. Maybe something has happened and you were not thinking of the consequences that were going to lead to why you're here. So there was a lot of factors that could have been like unpredictable, but at the same time, when you really sit down and think about it, you can see there was a pattern. You could see that this could have been avoided. So as we're stepping forward, it's really about awakening to the situation and saying, how I need to own up to this. I need to take responsibility for, myself. And yes, maybe sometimes I'm a little bit impulsive and I'm just charging forward. But right now, I just really need to assess what's happened and at the same time, be willing to acknowledge some of this was on you. And as you do that, then you can begin to say, okay, maybe I was a little too aggressive here, or maybe I was not aggressive enough. Maybe I should have pursued this situation a little bit further, or looked into it deeper. But now it's about really, what do I do now and how do I proceed? I'm telling you, we'll get more information here. Tower, earning power, building a business, sound decision, career, corporate job, power, unstable position. Okay, so there's a lot of things here that kind of are coming into play as we're looking at these two cards, trying to give you a message. And what is that message? It really is about, seems like this is something related to your career or to your earning or money. So they're attached really close. And it looks like this deal or this thing that you wanted to make happen just didn't happen. So this is just reminding you that it is important to make those sound decisions and to believe in yourself, that there is potential in what you're doing. Okay, we have the Tower here. It says earning power, building a business, sound decision, career, corporate job, power, unstable position. So here, while we're having this sense here that perhaps, there's been a lot of unpredictability. There's, you're still dealing with some ramifications of something that just happened soon. There's some good news for you. There's some good news that you will be able to get back up on your horse. You will be able to move forward. things will get better. There will be an opportunity to, build this situation up, whether it's a business, the partnerships, maybe if there was a contract, you'll be able to renegotiate the terms and get back on track. Okay, in love and relationship. What do we have here? Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So I have a sense also that this has to do with this Knight upside down, that situation, and you're dealing with the ramifications of what happened, with this person. As we can see, you've been thinking about this person, something happened, things were said, and you're kind of missing them. They're not there right now. And so you're dealing with the consequences of that situation, because you were too headstrong. You just wanted it your way. You wanted it, a certain way. And you weren't taking into account that this person also had feelings. And so it's important to take the other person's position, and every now and then just get in their shoes and say, well, how are they feeling? Why would they say this? And what are they doing? And why would they make that decision? And as you do that, it will give you a better perception. But when you are experiencing tunnel vision, your perception is distorted and you're not thinking about others. You're just thinking about yourself. So it is important to let go of the resentments. And as you do that, you will bring things back into alignment and believe in your dreams. Isn't that something that is real beautiful? So a lot of good things here, minus this card here, which is really letting you know that, it's important to forgive, and it's important to kind of think things through and not to be so unpredictable. And but believe in your dreams. Your dreams are bigger than you, and God will find a way to make these things come true for you, so long as you believe in them, so long as you welcome them, so long as you do not let them be clouded with any doubt or insecurity. Gemini. All right. What do we have here with Gemini? All right, Gemini, here we go. Looks like you are definitely in for a great experience with this full moon, even though it's in Aries and we're feeling that little extra argumentative energy, that fire energy that comes in with that Mars influence. The thing is that you have gone through enough, that you are, and invested enough energy and time and put in the work, that you are sitting in what I would call not just in the comfort of what you have achieved, but also you are surrounded by people that love you, celebrate you, and there's this sense of fluidity, in a sense of feeling really, what can I say, surrounded with people that love you. They're very generous towards you. Through these past year, and I get this number that this last year, in the last 9 months, you have been through enough, and you have learned so much about yourself and about others, and you are in a good place right now. You feel really comfortable, and as we're transitioning through this moon, entering the last quarter of the year, you are really setting yourself up for a really good end of the year. Mask, secret stash, save pennies, finding money, theft, acting, assistant, sudden potential, and unknown. So at the same time, I don't know why I want to say that, but it is so like a Gemini to have that nature about you, where you have that sense of kind of, you keep a part to yourself. There's a part that you keep to yourself, and then there's a part that you want to show the world. So it is something of your nature. And so in that, there's a little bit of a struggle, but it's also letting you know that you may be coming into some money, and you may want to save this. You might want to save that for a rainy day. So there are some things that will be revealed, and there's some things that are going to be uncovered, and all in favor. But as you move forward, just know that everything that you're seeing is not the full story. So as you approach situations and events come up, it's just remember that there's also another story playing behind the scene. And so be a little bit cautious. In romance and love, let's see what this is. Okay, lots of hearts here. So when it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So as we're pursuing things, and there's a lot, I see a lot of people outside of your circle that do love you and admire you. And the thing here with this, whatever situation may have come up, because it looks like, you know, this full moon in Aries is activating a little bit of conflict, a little bit of arguments and things like that. But there's no right or wrong. Everything just lets you understand each other a little bit more, helps you understand yourself a little bit more. And it just opens up, you know, more communication if you approach it that way. Remember, we talked about the unknown. So there's some hidden potential, even in the relationship, to continue to allow it to grow, because you're not focusing or doing a blame game here. It is more of, hey, there's no right or wrong. I love you. And this is about, well, I didn't know that. And you didn't know this. So now let's move forward from here. Now we've got a new step to build up on, right? And finally, higher thought. And so that's what this is all about. As you feel in peace, you have time to relax and focus on higher thoughts, on greater things in life, on lofty ideals. And with that, even your relationship, that, you know, it's the next level up. So keep focused on those higher thoughts, and you will find that this moon is a good moon. Cancer. Okay, good, good, good. So Cancer, you've got some activity happening. You're working with some things. Things are showing up in your life, and you're trying a lot of new things out, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a career, whether you've just moved and it's a new neighborhood. There's a sense of newness and a sense of experimenting, and a sense that you are kind of feeling your way through some new territory, and you are okay to bring some old experiences and some expertise that you have into this situation, and you feel really comfortable about that. It's almost like you can navigate between this space and that space to see that, you know, gets worked out just right for you. So definitely I see new things, trying new things out, whether it's a new career, a new neighborhood, a move that you made, a new relationship. There's just new things, and it's a welcoming, because we have this little triangle here, and it's going to yield and take you to some promised place that, you know, you've been dreaming of. And so your goals and dreams are not far in sight. It's like those goals and dreams are reachable. Oh, the Buddha. I'm feeling a lot of good energy here for you, Cancer. Life purpose, more than money, spiritual wealth, career counselor, being guided in divine path. I feel that this is really interesting, and it may have to do with your career. I don't know if this is in the healthcare industry, but definitely I'm getting a vibe for some of you that is so. And so this is really a good thing. And you have amassed that spiritual wealth. You're willing to experiment, and you're like the sense of awakening, like, okay, there were so many things that I did not know, but now I know, and these I feel as my truth, and this truth resonates with something higher and deeper within me. And you're at that stage, and I like that spiritual wealth, and finally feeling that you are on your divine path. So definitely for my beautiful Cancer, we have this beautiful message for you, that it's like this experience, as you're coming into the last quarter of the year, is stepping into an area where you are now being guided down that divine path. At first, it may not have seemed that that was the case, because God closed a couple doors for you, and it was challenging. It was almost scary a little bit right there, but you connected with your faith, and when one door closes, another one opens. Okay. In love and romance and relationship. Okay. If you could do anything, what would it be? Talked about your dreams and goals. The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So this is a affirmation about this what I saw right here, where it was talking about that goal in sight. So keep your dream alive. Keep doing what it is that you do. Keep visualizing, keep relooking at your goal, keep stretching further, keep doing everything that gets you one step closer to your dreams. And obviously you'll be fulfilled. In this, you're finding fulfillment. There's that gateway. Look at that. The gateway that showed up here is here. So we have this gateway of fulfillment as you're embarking into these new areas that you are seeing yourself. And because you know that you're back on your life purpose, because it's more than money. So it's more than money. Leo. Okay, I've got a lot of great cards. This full moon, except for a few of you, has activated a great portal for you. Here, Leo, looks like, you know, finally you're going to get an opportunity. You're going to get a break and you're going to be heading onward. In the meantime, it looks like you have been really trying to balance things out. You've been really working things and managing to kind of get through and get by. And this is, being that the Chariot is showing up, it's a sign that there is something greater for you. You are in a place in your life that you needed to be. The experiences that happened was to bring you right now to this moment so that you can realize what potential you have inside of you, and to know that you have the power to wield, and as you can see the staff here, the power to wield, and you have, you know, the vehicle that's going to get you there, as we have this here. And all these symbols here just kind of show so much, and that protection and the stars and just a lot of beautiful things that this moon in Aries transit is bringing for you. So good opportunities are showing up for you, Leo, and you've got the means and the way, and just keep doing it. Talk about the moon. Look at that. Fleeting funds, unknown source, being guided, moonlighting, odd jobs, night shift, and part-time. So it looks like as this is showing up in your life, there's going to be several opportunities that are going to help you get by. Yes, it's a funny thing, because it's like just when you think that it's going to be doom, right there you get that call back, and now, you know, you'll be able to secure a job. This may seem, according to what is showing up here, that it may not be a long-term or a full-time job, but for right now, it's something, and one thing can lead to the other. So long as you stay on the road and managing the things that are showing up for you, because that's what it is. It's not about jumping the gun. It's about, hey, I'm in this moment. Hey, this showed up. All right, let's do this. And to know that you are not beneath anyone and beneath any job, and that one thing can lead to another opportunity. It might open new contacts for you, okay? And in love, it's beautiful. In love, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So as you can see, the situation here is guiding you. It's guiding you to new horizons and new places. It says right there, being guided. There you have it. And here, as you follow that and understand and know that you deserve to be and have all your heart truly desire. The minute that you doubt it, you ruin it for yourself. Don't sabotage yourself, Leo. Know that you deserve all the good things, and approach that with a grateful heart starting now. Because here we go, liberation. So this is something you've got to work on, because the card came upside down. So the giving thanks is something you need to work on, and being in that state of gratitude will help you free yourself from something that may have caused you to sabotage your own dreams. So we need to get this triangle back up like this, and you need to free yourself from those old patterns that you've been holding, and they've been holding them in your mind. That's where you're holding them. And then when they hold that, they hold your future hostage. So look for ways to work on that so you can be free from past patterns. Okay, Leo? Okay, and now let's go to Virgo. Virgo. What? We have so many beautiful cards, and they were all right side up. I think maybe one was not. Okay, so Virgo, it's this a message here that somebody is going to show up in your life, someone that is a mentor, someone that cares for you, somebody that wants to protect and guide you. Be willing and receptive to receive this person's advice, this person into your life, and this energy that is willing to impart with you very valuable information, very valuable wisdom. At the same time, it's also saying for you to connect to your spirituality, for you to go back to that place that makes you feel connected to your source, to God, to the universal mind, to, the infinite pool of knowledge, whatever that is for you. But definitely go back to those roots, and you will make those connections that you need, and find the balance that you need in life right now. And look at that, as you begin to do that, there will be awards here: winning money, payoff for effort, recognition, career advancement, professional work, and fame. So this could be that there's this person in your life that really cares about you. Could be someone in your work that is really sees the light that you have and sees all your potential. And maybe this has to do with a promotion. Maybe this has to do with getting a raise. But definitely you are being recognized for your efforts, Virgo. And in love and life, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. So definitely, go with the flow. Work with what's showing up in your life. Receive, the love and affection and acknowledgement that, is going to be coming your way. And it feels good to be appreciated. It feels good to be, acknowledged. And definitely it feels good to get compensated for the good work you do. And so as you could see, this is upside down. It is something to work on, which is your positive intentions. So believe in all of this. Believe that people do, believe in you also, and that they care, and that life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. And focus on the positive intentions. What are your positive intentions, Virgo? What do you want to intend for your life? And as you do that, make sure that you go with the flow, and you will be surprised where it leads. There you have it. Let's close out our session with our mudra for the 5 elements and see what we are being asked to focus on today. Okay, Shakti Mudra. Shakti Mudra, creative power. The Shakti Mudra is for inner well-being, activation, spiritual potential. For all of us, let us practice Shakti Mudra to make that spiritual connection. We are part of the full and essence. We are just one small part of that great energy that we are flowing into it. We are breathing it in. We are breathing it out. We are allowing it to manifest and grow as thoughts and out here in our actions. So the benefits are direct breath, energy and awareness into the base of the body, supports the reproductive, urinary, and eliminatory system, release pelvic tensions, and helps to heal physical and emotional trauma. So if there's anything we need to let go, we need to be practicing our Shakti Mudra. And what is the element is water. I'll hold this right here so you can read how to position the hands. And the mantra is, I open and allow the divine potential within to emerge. Shakti Mudra. All right, my lovelies. Hopefully you've enjoyed this session. Thank you so much, and enjoy this beautiful full moon. Feel this beautiful energy fill you and transition with it as you continue to do great things in your life, in your family, in your community. Be blessed.